Hey everyone. So I've been on a little bit of like a Tom Cruise train lately. It started with Edge of Tomorrow, and then I watched The Last Samurai, and now I just need to watch more Tom Cruise films. On the Patreon poll with The Last Samurai, A Few Good Men was also on that poll. It was a little bit close. It wasn't a tiebreaker or anything like that, but I did notice a lot of you guys voted for that one as well. So I decided to keep going with my Tom Cruise journey and watch A Few Good Men today. I honestly don't know too much about this movie at all. And because of that, I'm not going to look at the description box. I'm just going to go right into it. I know that Tom Cruise is in it. And someone in the comments mentioned that it was more of like a crime type movie. So I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm in safe hands watching another Tom Cruise film. Let's jump in. Like a military base. Jack Nicholson. Kevin Bacon. Wow, the sounds. They're so in sync.
Requesting, Captain, I'd like to request that it be me who's the attorney, that it be myself who's assigned. No, I'd like to request that it be I who am assigned, that it be I who am assigned. Grammar there.
I who I'm inspired.
That I be the attorney assigned.
Washington, D.C., General Corps.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Commander Galloway. I'm here to see Captain West.
Oh, go right in, Commander. They're expecting you.
Captain, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice.
Would you like to sit down?
I'm fine, sir.
Have a seat.
2 Marines, a Lance Corporal Harold Dawson and a Private Loudon Downey, entered the barracks room of a PFC William Santiago and assaulted him. Santiago died at the base hospital approximately an hour later. The NIS agent who took Dawson and Downey's statements maintains they were trying to prevent Santiago from naming Dawson in a fence line shooting incident.
What's the problem?
Dawson and Downey are both recruiting poster Marines, and Santiago was known to be a screw-up. I was thinking it sounded an awful lot like a code red.
Code Red? They murdered him.
In short, Captain, I'd like to suggest that I be the one who that it be me who is assigned to represent them myself.
Oh boy.
Commander Galloway, why don't you get yourself a cup of coffee?
Thank you, sir. I'm fine.
Commander, I'd like you to leave the room so we can talk about you behind your back.
Certainly, sir.
It's honest. She worked so hard on that speech.
With the Marines, a Gitmo, who knows what the hell goes on down there?
Well, we better find out before the rest of the world does. Damn thing could get messy.
She's not cut out for litigation. She's a hell of an investigator, Jerry.
And internal affairs, sure she can.
I know. All passion, no street smarts. Bring her back in.
Oh boy. I wonder what a Code Red is. I guess what happened.
Commander, we're going to have the defendants moved up here in the morning.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll have division assign them counsel.
But not me.
Well, from what I understand from your colleagues, you're much too valuable in your present assignment to be wasted on what I'm sure will boil down to a 5-minute plea bargain and a week's worth of paperwork.
Sir, I think there might be more involved than that.
Don't worry about it. I promise you, division will assign the right man for the job.
All right, let's go. Let's
Plea
get to.
bargain. They murdered that guy in cold blood.
Shooting 2. Sorry. You gotta trust me, Sherby. You keep your eyes open, your chances of catching the ball increase by a factor of 10. Taffy.
He looks so young here.
Taffy.
Plus, it seemed premeditated. He was gonna say something about a shooting.
Going to talk about the McDermott case. You're stalling on this thing. Now, we either get it done, and I mean now, or no kidding, Taffy. I'm gonna hang your boy from a yard arm. Yard arm? Sherby, does the Navy still hang people from yard arms? I don't think so. Dave Sherby doesn't think the Navy hangs people from yard arms. I'm going to charge him with possession and being under the influence while on duty. You plead guilty, I'll recommend 30 days in the brig with loss of rank and pay. It was oregano, Dave. Yeah, well, your client thought it was marijuana. My client's a moron. That's not against the law. I got people to answer to just like you do. I'm going to charge him. What, possession of a condiment? Dave, I tried to help you out. If you ask for jail time, I'm going to file a motion to dismiss. You won't get it. I will get it. After that, I'm going to file against pretrial confinement. And you're going to spend the next 3 months going blind on paperwork because a signalman second class bought and smoked a dime bag of oregano. Let's get to.
He's smart.
B misdemeanor, 20 days in the brig. C misdemeanor, 15 days restricted duty.
Seems you're moving up in the world. Been requested by division.
Requested to do what?
Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. A Marine corporal named Dawson illegally fires a round from his weapon over the fence line and into Cuban territory.
What's a fence line?
A big wall separating the good guys from the bad guys.
Teacher's pet.
Dawson and another member of his squad go into Santiago's room, tie him up, stuff a rag down his throat, and an hour later, Santiago's dead. Attending physician says the rag was treated with some kind of toxin.
Jeez.
What do they say?
They're being flown up here tomorrow, and on Wednesday at 0600, you'll catch transport down to Cuba for the day to find out what you can. Seems important to division that this one be handled by the book, so I'm assigning co-counsel. Any volunteers?
No.
Damn.
So I got a stack of papers on my desk about a mile high.
Work with Kathy on this.
Doing what? Cappy will have this done in about 4 days.
Doing various administrative things. Backup.
In other words, I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
Things. Done in 4 days. I mean, it seems like there's a lot more going on. And I guess that's... What's her name? Galloway? Her point.
Daniel Caffey, I was told to meet with Lieutenant Commander Galloway.
He's a mess.
Got a briefing?
I'll call you back. You're the attorney division assigned?
I'm lead counsel to Sam Weinberg.
I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
Have I done something wrong?
No, it's just that when I petitioned division to have counsel assigned, I was hoping I would be taken seriously.
Oh.
No offense taken, in case you were wondering.
Have you ever been in a courtroom?
I once had my driver's license suspended.
Danny.
Commander, from what I understand, if this thing goes to court, they won't need a lawyer. They'll need a priest.
No, they'll need a lawyer. Dawson's family's been contacted. Downey's closest living relative is Jetty Miller, his aunt on his mother's side. She hasn't been contacted yet. Would you like me to take care of that?
Sure, if you feel like it.
One of the people we'll be seeing down there is the barracks CO, Colonel Nathan Jessup. I assume you've heard of him.
Who hasn't?
He's been in the papers lately. He's expected to be appointed Director of Operations at National Security Council.
He wrote to the Fleet Commander, HQ Atlantic, to the Commandant of the Marine Corps, even his senator. He wanted to be transferred off the base. No one was listening. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Finally, he wrote to the Naval Investigative Service, where he offered information about Corporal Dawson's fence line shooting in exchange for a transfer.
Is that all?
Lieutenant, this letter makes it look like your client had a motive to kill Santiago.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And Santiago is who?
The victim.
Am I correct in assuming that these letters don't paint a flattering picture of Marine Corps life at Guantanamo Bay?
Yes,
Am I
among...
further right in assuming that a protracted investigation of this incident might cause some embarrassment for the Security Council guy?
Colonel Jessup...
12 years.
I'm sorry?
I'll get them to drop the conspiracy and conduct unbecoming. 12 years.
You haven't talked to a witness or looked at a piece of paper.
Pretty impressive, huh? Commander, do you have some sort of jurisdiction here that I should know about?
I'm special counsel for internal affairs, so my jurisdiction's pretty much in your face.
Oh. Dang.
I've fallen out on runs before for several reasons, such as feeling dizzy or nauseated. But on May 18th, I've fallen back about 20 or 30 yards going down a rocky, unstable hill. My sergeant grabbed me and pushed me down the hill. Then I saw all black, and the last thing I remember is hitting the deck. I ask you to help me. Please, sir, I just need to be transferred out of RSC. In exchange for my transfer off the base, I'm willing to provide you with information about
an illegal fence line shooting that occurred the night of August the 2nd.
That explains why he was going to rat out. He wasn't fitting in.
Who the hell is PFC William T. Santiago?
Private Santiago's a member of 2nd Platoon Bravo, sir.
Well, apparently he's not very happy down here at Shangri-La because he's written letters to everybody but Santa Claus asking for a transfer. And now he's telling tales about a fence line shooting.
Tails?
What the hell is going on in Bravo Company, Matthew?
Colonel, I think perhaps it would be better to hold this discussion in private. That won't be necessary, Colonel. I can handle this situation, sir.
The same way you handled the Curtis Bell incident.
Sir, my methods of leadership...
Don't interrupt me, Lieutenant. I'm still your superior officer.
And I'm yours, Matthew.
I think Santiago should be transferred off the base immediately.
He's that bad, huh?
Not only that, but word of this letter's bound to get out. He's going to get his ass whipped.
Or worse.
Transfer Santiago. Yes.
So they don't know yet.
Wait, I've got a better idea. Let's transfer the whole squad off the base. Let's, on second thought, Windward. Let's transfer the whole Windward Division off the base. Get me the president on the phone. We're surrendering our position in Cuba.
Oh my gosh.
And now I'm thinking, Colonel Markinson, that your suggestion, transferring Santiago, might not be, in a manner of speaking, the American way. John, you're in charge. Santiago doesn't make 4646 on his next proficiency and conduct report, and I'm going to blame you. Then I'm going to kill you.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a mistake, Colonel.
Jeez.
Matthew, I think I will have that word in private with you now. John, that's all. Why don't we meet at the O Club and have lunch, and we'll talk about the training of young William.
A Marine is a Marine. His way or the highway.
I believe that taking a Marine who is not quite up to the job and shipping him off to another assignment puts lives in danger. Sit down, Matthew. We go back a while. We went to the academy together. We were commissioned together. We did our tours in Vietnam together. We're in the business of saving lives, Lieutenant Colonel Markinson. Don't ever question my orders in front of another officer.
He's intense, but at the same time, I get it. He holds that chain of command very high. He holds his title very high. No wonder why he's in the papers. People talking about him. Jessup means business. In a way, he is responsible for that guy's death too, right?
All right, let's move. Yes, sir.
Or was he just following duty? Following what he would do with any Marine?
But I don't think you're fit to handle the defense.
You don't even know me. Ordinarily, it takes someone hours to discover I'm not fit to handle a defense. Oh, come on. That was damn funny.
Jeez.
I do know you. Daniel Alistair Caffey, born June 8, 1964 at Boston Mercy Hospital. Your father's Lionel Caffey, former Navy judge advocate and Attorney General of the United States. You went to Harvard Law, then you joined the Navy. Probably because that's what your father wanted you to do. And now you're just treading water for the 3 years you've got to serve in the JAG Corps. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I allowed Dawson and Downey to spend any more time in prison than absolutely necessary because their attorney had predetermined the path of least resistance.
Wow.
Wow. I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
Jeez.
The doctor's report says that Santiago died of asphyxiation brought on by acute lactic acidosis, and that the nature of the acidosis strongly suggests poison.
Santiago died at 1 a.m. At 3, the doctor wasn't able to determine the cause of death. 2 hours later, he said it was poison.
Oh, now I see what you're saying. It had to be Professor Plum in the library with the candlestick. I was assigned by division, remember? Somebody over there thinks I'm a pretty good lawyer, so while I appreciate your interest and admire your enthusiasm, I think I can handle things myself.
You know what a code red is? What a pity.
Does he not? Or he has to. He's very cocky.
Morning.
And I feel like she read him like a book.
Sir, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, sir. Rifle Security, Company Wimmer. 2nd Platoon, Bravo.
Someone has been working and playing well with others, Harold.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, PFC, Loudon Downey, sir.
I'm Daniel Caffey. This is Sam Weinberg. Sit down.
So she doesn't think that they murdered him?
What's code red?
Sir, a Marine falls out of line. It's up to the men in his unit to get him back on track.
What's a garden variety code red? Typical. What's basic code red?
Sir, a Marine refuses to bathe on a regular basis. The men in his squad would give him a GI shower.
What's that?
Scrub brushes, Brillo pads, steel wool.
Beautiful.
Jeez.
Was the attack on Santiago code red?
Yes, sir.
So like an extreme hazing.
Private Downey, the rag you stuffed in Santiago's mouth, was there poison on it?
No, sir.
Silver polish, turpentine, antifreeze?
No, sir. We were just gonna shave his head, sir.
All of a sudden?
We saw blood dripping down his mouth, and we pulled the tape off, and there was blood all down his face, sir. That's when Lance Corporal Dawson called the ambulance.
Did anyone see you call the ambulance?
No, sir.
Were you there when the ambulance got there?
Yes, sir. That's when we were taken under arrest.
Santiago's letter to the NIS said you fired illegally. He's saying that the guy, the mirror, he never made a move. Oh, Harold. If Santiago didn't have anything on you, then why did you give him a code red?
Because he broke the chain of command, sir.
Did you assault Santiago with the intent of killing him?
No, sir.
What was your intent?
To train him, sir.
Train him to do what?
Train him to think of his unit before himself, to respect the code.
What's the code?
Unit, Corps, God, Country. Sir.
Wow.
The government of the United States wants to charge you two with murder. And you want me to go to the prosecutor with Unit, Corps, God, Country?
That's our code, sir.
Harold, I think there's a concept you better start warming up to.
Sir?
I'm the only friend you've got.
Is he realizing that it's a little bit stickier than what was written down originally?
What do you know about code reds?
We off the record.
Tell me.
Before you go get yourself into trouble tomorrow, I think you should know. The platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, held a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago.
We still playing hoops tomorrow night?
We have a deal?
I'll talk to you when I get back.
Kendrick. So Code Red's a big deal. I feel like they're saying that it falls on the higher ups at that point.
Joe, if you ever speak to a client of mine again without my permission, I have you disbarred.
I had authorization.
From where?
Downey's closest living relative, Jenny Miller, his aunt on his mother's side.
Got authorization from Aunt Jenny.
Perfectly within my province. I'm going to Cuba with you tomorrow.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Jeez. I feel like he has to wake up eventually to what's going on. He's just kind of like young, cocky.
Jack Ross came to see me today. He offered me the 12 years.
Oh, that's what you wanted, right?
I know, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Took about 45 seconds. I barely put up a fight.
Danny, take the 12 years. It's a gift.
You don't believe their story, do you?
I believe every word of their story, and I think they ought to go to jail for the rest of their lives.
He's starting to question the quick plea deal.
Ross said the strangest thing to me right before I left. He said the platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, had a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago. I never mentioned Kendrick. I don't even know who he is.
There it is, the little spark that will hopefully start the fire.
I had the pleasure of meeting your father once. I was a teenager. He spoke at my high school.
Lionel Caffey?
Yes, sir.
John, this man's dad once made a lot of enemies down in your neck of the woods. Jefferson versus Madison County School District. Folks down there said a little black girl couldn't go to an all-white school. How the hell is your dad, Danny?
He passed away 7 years ago, sir.
Oh.
Don't I feel like a stupid ass?
Not at all, sir.
I told the men that we had an informer among us and that despite any desire they might have to seek retribution, Private Santiago was not to be harmed in any way.
What time is that meeting?
1600.
4 o'clock.
I love how he's like kind of a translator for him, even sometimes pointing out the obvious. Jeez, it's a lot of blood.
Do you think Santiago was murdered?
Commander, I believe in God and his son, Jesus Christ. Because I do, I can say this. Private Santiago is dead, and that is a tragedy. But he is dead because he had no code. He is dead because he had no honor, and God was watching.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, Kendrick has a pretty big motive for maybe putting some toxic stuff in that sock.
On the morning of the 6th, you were contacted by an NIS agent who said that Santiago had tipped him off to an illegal fence line shooting. Santiago was going to reveal the person's name in exchange for a transfer.
Yes.
If you feel there are any details that I'm missing, you should feel free to speak up.
Thank you.
Now, at this point, you called Lieutenant Colonel Markinson, Lieutenant Kendrick into your office. What happened then?
We agreed that for his own safety, Santiago should be transferred off the base.
That's a lie.
Santiago was set to be transferred.
On the first available flight to the States. 0600 the next morning. 5 hours too late, as it turned out.
I was just wondering if you've ever heard the term Code Red.
I've heard the term.
This past February, Colonel, you received a cautionary memo from the Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet, warning that the practice of enlisted men disciplining their own wasn't to be condoned by officers.
Yeah.
Do Code Red still happen on this base, Colonel?
Joe, the Colonel doesn't need to answer that.
Why is he doing that?
Yes, he does.
No, he really doesn't.
Yeah, he really does.
You know, it just hit me. She outranks you, Danny. There is nothing on this earth sexier, believe me, General, than a woman that you have to salute in the morning.
I need an answer to my question, sir.
Take caution in your tone, Commander. I'm a fair guy, but this heat is making me absolutely crazy. You want to ask me about Code Reds on the record, I tell you I discourage the practice in accordance with the Commander's directive. Off the record, I tell you it is an invaluable part of close infantry training, and if it happens to go on without my knowledge, so be it. I eat breakfast 300 yards from 4,000 Cubans who are trained to kill me, so don't think for 1 second that you can come down here, flash a badge, and make me nervous.
Dang. He didn't want to get rid of his plea deal or bark down that road. Is that a saying? Bark down that road? Go down that path?
Colonel, I just need a copy of Santiago's transfer order.
What's that?
Santiago's transfer order. You guys have paperwork on that kind of thing. I just need it for the file.
Of course, you can have a copy of the transfer order for the file, Danny. I'm here to help in any way I can. You see, Danny, I can deal with the bullets and the bombs and the blood. I don't want money. What I do want is for you to stand there in that girly white uniform and with your Harvard mouth extend me some friggin' courtesy.
Whoa.
You gotta ask me nicely.
Colonel Jessup, it's not too much trouble. I'd like a copy of the transfer order, sir.
No problem.
He's such an intense guy, and he's gonna forge that transfer order. It's kind of adding up now that it's weird that she questioned it too. Did you talk to Dr. Stone?
Colonel Markinson's gone UA. Unauthorized absence.
I know what it means. When?
This afternoon, sometime after we left.
I'll try to find him in the morning.
I've already tried.
You tried?
I think Kendrick ordered the code red, and so do you.
Let's go.
Ordered the code red?
You heard what I said. Did Lieutenant Kendrick order you guys to give Santiago a code red?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You mind telling me why the hell you never mentioned this before?
You didn't ask us, sir.
Your price sheet's not gonna win you a place in my heart, Corporal. I get paid no matter how much time you spend in jail.
Yes, sir. I know you do, sir.
Forget you, Harold!
All right. There was a platoon meeting on September 6th at 4 in the afternoon. Lieutenant Kendrick says that he gave strict instructions that nothing was to happen to Santiago. Now, is this true? I want you to speak freely.
Ma'am, that's correct. Then he dismissed the platoon and we all went to our room. Lieutenant Kendrick came to our room, ma'am.
When?
About 5 minutes after the meeting broke, sir. About 16:20.
And what happened then?
Lieutenant Kendrick ordered us to give Santiago a code red.
So it was a direct order. They had to follow it.
How long have you known about the order?
Jack did know about the order, because if he didn't, he hadn't told us Jack knows, he'd be violating about 14 articles of the Code of Ethics. As it is, Jack's got enough to worry about. God forbid our client's side to plead not guilty. Why did Markinson go UA?
You know what Markinson did for the first 17 of his 26 years in the Corps? Counterintelligence. Markinson's gone. There is no Markinson.
What?
Jessup's star is on the rise.
That's crazy.
Give me a lot of room on this one to spare Jessup and the Corps any embarrassment.
How much room?
No deal. We're going to court.
Joe.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because you'll lose. And Danny knows it. Danny is an awfully talented lawyer. He's not about to see his clients go to jail for life when he knows they could be home in 6 months.
Wow. Wow.
The government's offering involuntary manslaughter 2 years. Be home in 6 months.
I'm afraid we can't do that, sir.
Do what?
Make a deal, sir. We did nothing wrong, sir. We did our job, and if that has consequences, then I'll accept them. But I won't say that I'm guilty, sir. What do we do then, sir?
When?
After 6 months, we'll be dishonorably discharged, right, sir?
Probably.
Exactly.
What do we do then, sir? We joined the Marines because we wanted to live our lives by a certain code, and we found it in the Corps. Now you're asking us to sign a piece of paper that says we have no honor. I believe I did my job, and I will not dishonor myself, my unit, or the Corps so that I can go home in 6 months! Sir!
This is their life. I mean, yeah, what do they do after 6 months? Especially when it was an order that they had to follow, and they did.
Do you think we were right?
Doesn't matter.
Do you think we were right?
I think you'd lose.
You're such a coward. I can't believe they let you wear a uniform.
Oh.
I want you to let them be judged. I want you to stand up and make an argument.
An argument that didn't work for Callie at My Lai. An argument that didn't work for the Nazis at Nuremberg.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Do you really think that's the same as 2 teenage Marines executing a routine order they never believed would result in harm? These guys aren't the Nazis.
Don't look now, Danny, but you're making an argument.
Yeah.
Do you believe they have a case?
It doesn't matter what I believe. It only matters what I can prove. So please, don't tell me what I know and don't know. I know the law.
You know nothing about the law. You're a used car salesman, Daniel. You're an ambulance chaser with a rank. You're nothing. Live with that.
Dang. It was an order. He has a really, really good case if he would just roll with it, go with it. It's kind of sad looking at it this way. How lawyers are so quick to just run with a plea deal because they don't want to deal with the paperwork behind actually standing up for their client.
Does defense wish to enter a plea?
Yeah, they're not guilty.
Enter a plea of not guilty for the accused. We will adjourn until 1000, 3 weeks from today, at which time this general court-martial will reconvene.
Here we go. He looks shocked.
Why does a lieutenant junior grade with 9 months experience and a track record for plea bargaining get assigned a murder case? Would it be so that it never sees the inside of a courtroom? So this is what a courtroom looks like.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited to see how this is about to go down.
You think Dawson and Downey knew it was an illegal order?
Doesn't matter what they knew. Any decent human being would have refused.
They're not permitted to question orders.
What are the magic words? I give orders every day. Nobody
We have
follows.
softball games and marching bands. They work at a place where you have to wear camouflage or you might get shot.
Yeah, you have to follow your order.
Joe talked to doctors, find out everything there is to know about lactic acidosis.
Captain Hill.
Sam, I want you
This
to
is
find out
Lieutenant
who else
Commander
was in the
Galloway with the
emergency.
JAG.
Okay, so they're unsure about the poison. Makes sense.
Bruises, broken bones? No. Doctor, was there any sign of violence?
You mean other than the dead body?
Jeez, I walk into that every damn time. From now on, Willie is Private Santiago. You start calling him Willie, and all of a sudden he's a person who's got a mother who's gonna miss him.
Yeah, that's true.
So remember, poker faces. Don't flinch in front of the court members. Something doesn't go our way, don't hang your head, don't shift in your seat, don't scribble furiously. Whatever happens, you have to look like it's exactly what you knew was gonna happen. Pass me documents, do it swiftly, and
Don't look over anxious.
Wow. I love how much thought that they really, I guess I've never seen lawyer stuff, so all the way down to body language and confidence, it all matters. The most I've watched with like crime is Judge Judy.
I know what you're gonna say, you don't have to. I said some things I didn't mean, you said some things you didn't mean, but you're happy that I stuck with the case, and if you've gained a certain respect for me over the last 3 weeks, well, I'm happy about that. But we don't have to make a whole big deal out of it. You like me, I won't make you say it.
I was just going to tell you to wear magic socks tomorrow.
Okay. Good tip.
So they have some chemistry.
We're gonna get creamed.
Oh no. Does he really think that? I mean, it has to be really intimidating going up against. I'm guessing Jessup's gonna be in here. He's not used to being talked to in this way or put on the stand. He made that very clear.
Your Aunt Jenny?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I was expecting someone older.
So was I.
The government will also demonstrate that the accused soaked the rag in poison and entered Santiago's room with motive and intent to kill. Now, Lieutenant Caffey is going to try and pull off a little magic act here. He's going to try a little misdirection. He's going to astonish you with stories of rituals, dazzle you with official-sounding terms like code red. He might even try to cut into a few officers for you. He'll have no evidence, mind you, none, but it's going to be entertaining. And when we get to the end, all the magic in the world will not have been able to divert your attention from the fact that Willie Santiago is dead and Dawson and Downey killed him.
Wow.
When Dawson and Downey went into Santiago's room that night, it wasn't because of vengeance or hatred. It wasn't to kill or harm. And it wasn't because they were looking for kicks on a Friday night. It's because it was what they were ordered to do. But if you're a Marine assigned to Rifle Security Company Windward, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and you're given an order, you follow it or you pack your bags. Make no mistake about it. Harold Dawson and Loudon Downey are sitting before you today because they did their job.
Mr. McGuire, did your office receive a letter from a PFC William Santiago on 3 September of this year?
We did. The shift reported only one sentry returned his weapon to the switch with a round of ammunition missing.
Who was that?
Lance Corporal Harold Dawson.
Your witness.
Lance Corporal Dawson's been charged with a number of crimes. Why wasn't he charged with firing at the enemy without cause?
There wasn't enough evidence to support such a charge.
Oh.
Santiago was the only eyewitness. I never had the chance to interview him, so I don't know what he saw.
And now we'll never know.
No.
Dang. That looks bad.
Lieutenant Kendrick told us we had an informer in our group, that Private Santiago had gone outside the chain of command and reported to the NIS on a member of our platoon.
Did that make you mad?
Private Santiago betrayed a code we believe in very deeply, sir.
The other members of the squad angry?
Object. Speculation.
Were Dawson and Downey? Corporal, did Lieutenant Kendrick leave a standing order at that meeting?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Well, it was clear that he didn't want us taking matters into our own hands, sir.
What was the order?
Corporal Hammaker, were you in Dawson and Downey's barracks room 5 minutes after this meeting?
No, sir.
I have no more questions.
The witness is excused.
The government calls Corporal Raymond Thompson.
Please accord, I understand Captain Ross is planning on calling all the other members of Rifle Security Company Windward to testify. That all 22 witnesses will testify substantially as Corporal Hammaker did, if the government is willing to concede that none of them were in Dawson and Downey's room at 1620 on September 6th.
The government will stipulate.
Then we will adjourn for the day. You can call your next witness tomorrow morning.
All rise.
Pretty iffy day one. They both made a lot of good points.
3 o'clock, Stone says he doesn't know what killed Santiago. Then he meets with Jessup, and at 5 o'clock he says it was poison?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
a
is
relief.
weird.
I was afraid I wouldn't be able to use a liar, liar, pants on fire defense. We can't prove coercion.
Can't they put the doctor on the stand? But I guess he could just lie for Jessup. He's a pretty intimidating guy.
At 0012, and he was pronounced dead at 0037.
Okay.
If the muscles and other cells of the body burn sugar instead of oxygen, lactic acid is produced.
Normally, how long does it take for the muscles and other cells to begin burning sugar instead of oxygen?
20 to 30 minutes.
And what caused this process to be sped up in Santiago's muscles?
Your Honor, we object at this point. The witness is speculating. Commander Stone is an internist, not a criminologist, and the medical facts here are ultimately inconclusive.
Did Willie Santiago die of poisoning?
Absolutely.
Now, you're aware that the lab report and the coroner's report show no traces of poison.
The nature of the acidosis is the compelling factor in this issue.
Thank you, sir.
Commander, is it possible for a person to have an affliction, some sort of condition, which might also speed up the process of acidosis? Commander, is it possible?
It's possible.
What might some of those conditions be?
If a person had a coronary disorder or cerebral disorder, the process would be more rapid.
So it was hard for him.
And a perfectly clean rag was placed in my mouth, and the rag was accidentally pushed too far down. Is it possible that my cells would continue burning sugar after the rag was taken out?
It would have to be a very serious condition.
Is it possible to have a serious coronary condition where the initial warning signals were so mild as to escape a physician during a routine medical exam?
There would still be symptoms, though.
What kind of symptoms?
There are hundreds of...
Chest pains?
Yes.
Shortness of breath?
Yes.
Fatigue?
The letter.
Doctor, is this your signature?
Yes, it is.
This is an order for Private Santiago to be put on restricted duty. Would you read your handwritten remarks at the bottom of the page, please, sir?
Initial testing, negative. Patient complains of chest pains, shortness of breath, and fatigue. Restricted from running distances over 5 miles for 1 week.
Commander, isn't it possible that Santiago had a serious coronary condition, and it was that condition and not some mysterious poison that caused the accelerated chemical reaction? Is that possible?
No. I personally give each man a thorough physical. Santiago was given a clean bill of health.
That's why it had to be poison, right, Commander? A serious coronary condition on duty with a clean bill of health, and that man died from a heart-related incident. You'd have a lot to answer for, wouldn't you, Doctor?
Yeah, exactly.
Was Willie Santiago poisoned?
Your Honor, we renew our objection to Commander Stone's testimony and ask that it be stricken from the record.
The objection's overruled, counsel.
Your Honor, the defense strenuously objects and requests an 802 conference so that His Honor might have an opportunity to hear discussion before ruling on this objection.
The defense has been heard and overruled.
Move to reconsider.
Your objection is noted. The witness is an expert, and the court will hear his opinion.
Dr. Stone,
I like courtroom stuff. This is really interesting.
was Willie Santiago poisoned?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I have no more questions.
And also really frustrating. I think I get why people are addicted to courtroom dramas.
We'll stand in recess until 10:00, Monday the 19th, at which time the defense will call its first witness.
All rise.
At first, I really wasn't sure what to make of the whole poison situation, but now that makes complete sense.
I'm gonna go call my wife. I'll see you tonight.
Why do you hate them so much?
They beat up on a weakling. That's all they did. All right? The rest of this is just smoke-filled coffeehouse crap. They tortured and tormented a weaker kid. So they killed him. And why? Because he couldn't run very fast.
All right. Everybody, take the night off.
Wow.
Take the night off. Go see your wife, see your daughter, Joe. Go do whatever it is you do when you're not here.
So he's not even really on their side.
Start at 10.
He's on the side of, like, they did do something wrong, even though it was an order.
Because they stand on a wall and they say nothing's going to hurt you tonight. Not on my watch.
Don't worry about the doctor. His trial starts Monday.
Wow.
1-2 with 2 out.
Wow.
And a line
Yeah.
drive to left center. Kirby racing. He won't get there.
I can see it, though. Like, do you follow the order because you're told to, because you're a Marine? Or do you show some restraint because you know it's wrong? But it was an order. An order is an order to a Marine.
I'm sorry to bother you. I should have called first.
No, I was just watching the ball game. What?
She got dressed up a little.
I was wondering how you'd feel about my taking you to dinner tonight.
Oh.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No.
Sounded like you were asking me on a date.
I wasn't.
I've been asked out on dates before, and that's what it sounded.
Do you like seafood? I know a good seafood place.
Okay.
Oh man, I miss eating crabs.
My third case was a drunken disorderly. It lasted 9 weeks. I rounded up 31 people from the bar that night.
9 weeks on a D&D? Well, what was the prosecutor offering?
15 days. I think you're an exceptional lawyer. I watch the court members. They respond to you. I see you convincing them, and I think Dawson and Downey are going to end up owing their lives to you.
Joe, I think you should prepare yourself for the fact that we're going to lose. Ross's opening statement, it was all true. I mean, let's pretend for a minute that it would actually matter to this court that the guys were given an order. We'll keep doing what we're doing, and we'll put on a show, but at the end of the day, all we have is a testimony of 2 people accused of murder.
We'll find Markinson.
Joe, we're going to lose. And we're going to lose huge.
Oh man.
Corporal Barnes, name some reasons why a Marine would receive a code red.
Being late for platoon or company meetings, keeping his barracks in disorder.
Have you ever received a code red?
Yes, sir. We were doing 7-man assault drills and my weapon slipped. And I'd forgotten to use the resin like we were taught. That night, the guys in my squad threw a blanket over me, took turns punching me in the arm for 5 minutes, and then they poured glue on my hands.
Was Private Santiago ever late for platoon meetings?
Yes, sir.
Was his barracks ever in disorder?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever, prior to the night of September 6th, receive a code red? You got a code red because your palms were sweaty. Why didn't Santiago, this burden to his unit, ever get one?
Dawson wouldn't allow it, sir. The guys talked tough about Santiago, but they wouldn't go near him. They were too afraid of Dawson's.
I'll rephrase. Jeffrey, did you ever want to give Santiago a code red?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you?
Because Dawson would kick my butt, sir.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Corporal Barnes, I hold here the Marine Outline for Recruit Training. Are you familiar with this book?
Yes, sir.
Have you read it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Just flip to the page in the book that discusses code reds.
I see what he's doing.
I mean, just down at Gitmo. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
we're luck
actually...
then. The Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Now, I assume we'll find the term code red and its definition in that book. Am I correct? Corporal Barnes, I'm a Marine. Is there no book, no manual or pamphlet, no set of orders or regulations that lets me know that as a Marine, one of my duties is to perform code reds?
No book, sir.
No further questions.
Corporal, would you turn to the page in this book that says where the mess hall is, please?
Well, Lieutenant Caffey, that's not in the book, sir.
You mean to say in all your time at Gitmo, you've never had a meal?
No, sir. 3 squares a day, sir.
How did you know where the mess hall was if it's not in this book?
Well, I guess I just followed the crowd at chow time, sir.
No more questions.
Corporal Barnes, you may step down.
Thank you, sir.
Smart.
7 tonight, we'll do a final Kendrick review. I want to slam dunk this guy.
Hey, Luther.
Admiral, how's the big case going? Well, it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Say that again.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
What the heck? Is that? Oh, it's him. Oh my.
Jeez, man.
You left the door unlocked.
So?
Keep driving.
Are you aware you're under subpoena?
Yes, I'm also aware that the lives of 2 Marines are in your hands. I know everything.
Was it a code red?
Yes.
Did Kendrick give the order?
Yes.
Did you witness it?
I didn't need
Did you witness it?
He was never going to be transferred off that base.
He knows that.
Jessup was going to keep him on the base. He said he wanted him trained. I signed him the morning you arrived in Cuba, 5 days after Santiago died.
I'm going to get you a deal, some kind of immunity with the prosecutor. In about 4 days, you're going to appear as a witness for defense, and you're going to tell the court exactly what you told me.
I don't want a deal, and I don't want immunity. I want you to know that I'm proud neither of what I have done nor of what I am doing.
Where is he?
The downtown lodge in Northeast.
I want him guarded.
That's probably a good idea.
My clearance code is
He also said that. Clearance code?
411527273. Thank you.
I don't have a clearance.
This is Joe Galloway. I need to secure a witness.
Oh, yeah, anyway, he also said that Jessup's lying about the transportation off the base. Jessup said that 6 the next morning was the first flight Santiago could have left on. Markinson says there was a plane that left 7 hours earlier. Did you get what I said about the flight?
Yes. Sam, when a flight takes off, there's got to be some kind of record kept, right?
Yeah, you need the tower chief's log from Gitmo.
Get it.
We're gonna win.
You just concentrate on Downey. I'm going to talk to Ross and tell him where we are.
Right? What if they falsified the logbook?
Nice work today. Redirect on Barnes.
I have Markinson. Motel room in Northeast with 6 federal marshals outside his door. Take a sip of your drink. Transfer the Markinson signed. It's phony. And Jessup's statement that the 6 a.m. flight was the first available is a lie. We're checking the tower chief's log.
Why is he showing us cards?
If you accuse Kendrick or Jessup of any crime without proper evidence, you can be subject to a court-martial for professional misconduct, and that's something that's going to be stapled to every job application you ever fill out. I'm not saying this to intimidate you. I'm being your lawyer.
And I want to tell you that I think the whole stinking bunch of you are certifiably insane. This code of art of yours makes me want to beat the hell out of something.
Don't you dare lump me in with Jessup and Kendrick just because we wear the same uniform. I represent the government of the United States without passion or prejudice. And my client has a case.
Here you go.
Is this normal for lawyers to talk like this?
You got bullied into that courtroom, Danny. By everyone. By Dawson. By Galloway. Hell, I practically dared you. You got bullied into that courtroom by the memory of a dead lawyer.
Jeez.
You're a lousy, stinking softball player, Jack!
The boy's going down, Danny. I can't stop it anymore.
Like he got in his head. Why did he go meet with him?
Lieutenant, you signed 3 proficiency and conduct reports on Santiago. On all 3 reports, you indicated a rating of below average.
Private Santiago was below average.
Well, we appreciate that, but you're under oath now, and I think unpleasant as it may be, we'd all just assume hear the truth.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Dawson received 2 marks of exceptional, but on this most recent report dated June 9th of this year, he received a rating of below average. It's this last report that I'd like to discuss for a moment. Lance Corporal Dawson's ranking after the School of Infantry was perfect. Was Dawson's promotion held up because of this last report?
I'm sure it was.
Do you recall why Dawson was given such a poor grade on this report?
I have many men in my charge, Lieutenant. I write many reports.
Lieutenant, do you recall an incident involving a PFC Curtis Bell who'd been found stealing liquor from the officers' club? Did you report Private Bell to proper authorities?
I have 2 books in my bedside, Lieutenant. The Marine Corps Code of Conduct and the King James Bible. The only proper authorities I am aware of are my commanding officer, Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, and the Lord our God.
At your request, Lieutenant Kendrick, I can have the record reflect your lack of acknowledgement of this court as a proper authority.
Objection. Argumentative.
Watch yourself, Counselor.
Did you report Private Bell to your superiors?
I remember thinking very highly of Private Bell, not wanting to see his record tarnished by a formal charge.
You prefer to be handled within the unit?
Yes, I most certainly did.
Lieutenant, do you know what a code red is?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever ordered a code red?
No, I have not.
Ooh.
For a period of 7 days?
That is a distortion of the truth, Lieutenant. Private Bell was placed on barracks restriction. He was given water and vitamin supplements, and I can assure you, at no time.
Sure, it was lovely for Private Bell. But you did order the barracks restriction, didn't you? You did order the denial of food.
Yes, I did.
Wouldn't this form of discipline be considered a code red?
No.
If I called the other 478 Marines at Guantanamo Bay to testify, would they consider it a code red?
The government's objection is sustained, Lieutenant Caffey, and I would remind you that you're now questioning a Marine officer with an impeccable service record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But that does...
Lieutenant Kendrick, was Dawson given a rating of below average on this last report because you learned he'd been sneaking food to Private Bell?
Object!
Not so fast.
Lance Corporal Dawson was given a below-average rating because he had committed a crime.
What crime did he commit? Lieutenant Kendrick? Dawson brought a hungry guy some food. What crime did he commit?
He disobeyed an order.
And because he did, because he exercised his own set of values, because he made a decision.
Lance Corporal Dawson disobeyed an order.
Yeah, it wasn't a real order, was it? After all, it's peacetime.
Can Dawson determine on his own which orders he's going to follow?
No, he cannot.
Lieutenant Kendrick, one final question. If you had ordered Dawson to give Santiago a code red...
I specifically ordered those men.
Is it reasonable to think he would have disobeyed you again?
Lieutenant, don't answer that. Lieutenant Kendrick, did you order Lance Corporal Dawson and Private Downey to give Willie Santiago a code red? Lieutenant Kendrick, did you?
No, I did not.
So he's just lying on the stand.
What's the word?
6 a.m. flight was the first plane out.
Let me see this.
No.
There was no flight at 11 o'clock. What the hell are you trying to pull?
The first flight stateside left Guantanamo Bay at 2300. It arrived at Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland, at a few minutes past 2 in the morning. Jessup.
What are you telling me? He fixed the logbook?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he can make it so a plane didn't take off, but I can sure as hell prove that one landed. I'll get the logbook from Andrews. He can make an entire flight disappear?
Nathan Jessup is about to be appointed Director of Operations for the National Security Council. You don't get to that position without knowing how to sidestep a few landmines.
Jeez.
You don't still intend to put me on the stand?
Thursday morning, 10 o'clock.
He has no other options. This is crazy.
Joe, this isn't TWA. There isn't a regular flight schedule. You have any idea how many planes take off and land every day? A kid from the ground crew isn't going to remember a flight that landed 4 weeks.
True.
We'll put Marcus on the stand and we'll deal with Jessup's refusal to transfer Santiago, and he'll testify to the forged transfer, and that'll be enough. That and Downey's testimony really ought to be enough.
Will it be, though? It's still another person's word against a cold log, like a hard log. Jeez, that's crazy.
I was ordered to give him a code red by the platoon commander of Rifle Security Company Windward, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
That sounded good.
You think they'll let us go back to our platoon soon, ma'am?
Absolutely.
No.
Do you remember the order of the questions?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And he'll use small words.
Yes.
Because he gets rattled when he doesn't understand something.
Joe.
I'm just saying, go slow.
All right.
And get him off as fast as you can.
Joanne!
It's gonna be fine.
Man, I'm getting like so sweaty. I'm like...
In a matter of time, the trial of the 2 men charged with your son's death will be concluded, and 7 men and 2 women whom you've never met will try to offer you an explanation as to why William is dead. And the truth is this: your son is dead for only one reason. I wasn't strong enough to stop it.
Oh my gosh! I thought he was getting ready to go on the stand.
Santiago's room on the night of September 6th.
That's how high the stakes are? He'd rather kill himself?
Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
Thank you. Your witness.
Jeez.
The week of 2 September, the switch log has you down at post 39 until 1600. Is that correct?
I'm sure it is, sir. They keep that log pretty good.
Is it from post 39 to the Windward Barracks?
No, it's a ways, sir. It's a hike.
About how far by jeep?
About 10, 15 minutes, sir.
You ever had to walk it?
Yes, sir. That day, sir. Friday. The pickup private. That's like what we call the guy who drops us off at a post and picks us up. Also, because he can get girls in New York City. The pickup private got a flat, sir, right at 39. He pulled up and bam, blowout with no spare. So we had to double time it back to the barracks.
Well, if you didn't make it back to the barracks until 1645, how could you be in your room at 1620? Did you ever actually hear Lieutenant Kendrick order a code red?
Well, Hal said that...
Private.
Oh, no.
Actually hear Lieutenant Kendrick order a code red?
No, sir.
Please, the court, I'd like to request a recess in order to confer with my client.
Why did you go into Santiago's room?
The witness has rights.
The witness has been read his rights, Commander.
Hal?
Don't look at him!
Hal? Private, answer the captain's question.
Yes, Captain. I was given an order by my squad leader, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, United States Marine Corps, and I followed it.
Oh my gosh. So now it's just down to Dawson, who has the biggest reason to kill that guy. Oh my gosh.
You know, as far as Downey was concerned, it was an order from Kendrick. It doesn't matter that he didn't hear it firsthand. He doesn't distinguish between the two.
True, but it looks bad.
Sam and I were just talking about how all we really have to do is call some witnesses who will talk about implied orders, or maybe we put Downey back on the stand before we get to Dawson. Are you drunk?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'll put on a pot of coffee. We've got a long night's work ahead.
Oh no.
She's gonna make coffee. It's nice.
He's halfway through that bottle of Jack.
Downey wasn't in his room. Wasn't even there. That was an important piece of information, don't you think?
Yeah.
Danny, it was a setback, and I'm sorry. But we fix it and move on to Markinson.
Markinson's dead. You really gotta hand it to those federal marshals, boy. It's not like he hanged himself by his shoelaces or slashed his wrist with a concealed butter knife. This guy got into full dress uniform, stood in the middle of that room, drew a nickel-plated pistol from his holster, fired a bullet into his mouth. Anyway, since we seem to be out of witnesses, I thought I'd drink a little.
I still think we can win.
Maybe you should drink a little.
Look, we'll go to Randolph in the morning, and we'll make a motion for a continuance, 24 hours.
Why would we want to do that?
To subpoena Colonel Jessup.
What?
Listen for a second.
No.
Just hear me out.
He'll just lie.
Well, your passion is compelling, Joe. It's also useless. Loudon Downey needed a trial lawyer today.
You're gonna use what happened today as an excuse to give up.
It's over.
Why did you ask Jessup for the transfer order?
What?
In Cuba, why did you ask Jessup for the transfer
What does
order?
it matter?
Why?
I wanted the damn transfer order.
Whoa. You didn't want the transfer order. You wanted to see Jessup's reaction when you asked for the transfer order.
Yeah.
It was confirmed by Markinson. Now, damn it, let's put Jessup on the stand and end this thing.
What possible good could come from putting Jessup on the stand?
He told Kendrick to order the code red.
He did? That's great. Why didn't you say so? And of course, you have proof of that. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. You were sick the day they taught law at law school. Isn't it true that you ordered the code red on Santiago?
Listen, we're all a little...
I'm sorry, your time's run out. What do we have for the losers, Judge?
I think this is not a good time to talk to him.
And for defense counsel Kathy, that's right, it's a court-martial, yes! Highly decorated Marine officer of conspiracy and perjury. Typewriter maintenance at the Rocco Colombo School for Women. Follow the advice of the galactically stupid!
Jeez. That was insane. And also really entertaining.
I'm sorry I lost your set of steak knives.
Oh, dang.
Sam, stop cleaning up.
I mean, he makes a lot of really good points, but he needs to keep trying at least. You can't just throw the towel in. Everything looks really bleak, but I mean, they've made it this far. They just gotta see it to the end.
Is your father proud of you?
Don't do this to yourself.
I'll bet he is. I'll bet he bores the hell out of the neighbors and the relatives. Sam's made law review. He's got a big case he's making. He's arguing. He's making an argument. I think my father would have enjoyed seeing me graduate from law school. I think he would have liked that an awful lot.
Oh.
Did I ever tell you I wrote a paper about your father in college? One of the best trial lawyers ever.
Yes, he was.
And if I were Dawson and Downey and I had a choice between you or your father to represent me in this case, I'd choose you any day of the week and twice on Sunday. You should have seen yourself thunder away at Kendrick.
Aw.
You think my father would have?
With the evidence we got, not in a million years. But here's the thing, and there's really no way getting around this.
It's easy to put yourself in your father's footsteps when he was so successful, but this is his case.
Joe, I apologize. I was angry. I'm sorry about what I said. I'm gonna put Jessup on the stand.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I say we hit Jessup with the phony transfer order.
What's a transfer order without a witness?
We have a witness.
A dead witness. Oh, look at this. Last night he's swimming in Jack Daniels, and now he can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Jessup told Kendrick to order the code red. Kendrick did, and our clients followed the order. The cover-up isn't our case. To win, Jessup needs to tell the court members that he ordered the code red. I need my bat. I think better with my bat. Where's my bat?
I put it in the closet.
You put it in the closet?
I was tripping on it.
Don't ever put that bat in the closet.
I can understand that. I just have a stuffed panda.
Stay here. I'm going to the office for a while.
He does think better with that bat.
He just thought of something. I can't even begin to think about what just clicked for him.
Hello.
Sam, I need you to do something for me.
What's going on?
Gotta go out to Andrews.
Andrews? They putting phone calls together? Her face.
Where's Sam?
He's on his way.
Did he get the guys?
Yeah. Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
The guys? Like pilots, maybe?
How you feeling?
Well, I think Jessup's gonna have his hands full today.
When you're out there today, if you feel like it's not gonna happen, you feel like he's not gonna say it, don't go for it. You could get in trouble. I'm special counsel for internal affairs, and I'm telling you, you could get in a lot of trouble.
Lieutenant Commander Galloway, you're not suggesting that I back off a material witness.
If you think you can't get him, yeah.
All rise.
Wow, that's scary.
Defense calls Colonel Nathan Jessup.
Colonel Jessup, would you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you will give in this general court-martial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Thank you, sir.
He's not. Colonel, when you learned of Santiago's letter to the NIS, you had a meeting with your two senior officers. Is that right?
Yes.
And the executive officer, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Markinson. And at present, Colonel Markinson is dead. Is that right?
Objection. I'd like to know just what the defense counsel is implying.
That at present, Colonel Markinson is not alive.
Because he's stalling.
I just wasn't sure if the witnesses are aware that 2 days ago the colonel took his own life with a .45 caliber pistol.
The witness is aware. The court is aware. We thank you for bringing this to our attention. Move on, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Colonel, at the time of this meeting, you gave Lieutenant Kendrick an order. Is that right?
I told Kendrick to tell his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched. I ordered Markinson to have Santiago transferred off the base immediately. I felt his life might be in danger once word of the letter got out.
Grave danger?
Is there another kind?
Colonel, we have the transfer order. You and Colonel Markinson co-signed ordering that Santiago be on a flight leaving Guantanamo at 6 the next morning. Was that the first flight off the base?
The 0600 was the first flight off the base.
Colonel, you flew up to Washington early this morning. Is that right?
Yes.
I noticed you're wearing your Class A dress uniform for your appearance in court today. Did you wear that uniform on the plane?
Please, the court, is this dialogue relevant to anything in
The defense
particular?
didn't have an opportunity to depose this witness, Your Honor. I'd ask the court for a little latitude.
A very little latitude.
I wore utilities on the plane.
You brought your dress uniform with you?
Yes.
Change of underwear?
Your Honor!
Is the colonel's underwear a matter of national security?
Gentlemen, you better get somewhere fast with this, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Colonel?
I brought a change of clothes and some personal items.
After Dawson and Downey's arrest, 4 pairs of camouflage pants, 3 long-sleeve khaki shirts, 3 pairs of boots.
Lieutenant Caffey, I have to ask you to state your question.
I'm wondering why Santiago wasn't packed. Tell you what, we'll get back to that one in a minute.
Wasn't panicked?
Past 24 hours, after being subpoenaed to Washington, you made 3 calls. I've highlighted those calls in yellow. Do you recognize those numbers, sir?
I called Colonel Fitzhughes in Quantico, Virginia. I wanted to let him know that I would be in town. And the third call was to my sister, Elizabeth.
Why did you make that call, sir?
I thought she might like to have dinner tonight.
Your Honor.
I'm going to put a stop to this.
Your Honor, these are the telephone records from Gitmo. And these are 14 letters that Santiago wrote in 9 months, requesting, in fact, begging for a transfer. Upon hearing the news that he was finally getting his transfer, Santiago was so excited that do you know how many people he called? Nobody. Not one call to his parents saying he was coming home. He was asleep in his bed at midnight, and according to you, he was getting on a plane in 6 hours. You were leaving for 1 day. You packed a bag and made 3 phone calls. Santiago was leaving for the rest of his life. And he hadn't called a soul.
Wow. Wow.
Can you explain that?
His eyes.
Do you have an answer?
Absolutely. My answer is I don't have the first damn clue. Maybe he was an early riser and liked to pack in the morning. And maybe he didn't have any friends. An educated man, but I'm afraid I can't speak intelligently about the travel habits of William Santiago. Are these really the questions that I was called here to answer? These 2 Marines are on trial for their lives. Please tell me that their lawyer hasn't pinned their hopes to a phone bill. Do you have any other questions for me, Counselor?
Lieutenant Caffey?
Is he freaking out?
Lieutenant, do you have anything further for this witness?
He wants to ask him the question, huh?
Thanks, Danny. I love Washington.
Excuse me. I didn't dismiss you.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
Colonel.
What's that?
I'd appreciate if he would address me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
Defense counsel will address the witness as Colonel
Oh
or
my God,
Sir.
he's shaking.
I don't know what the hell kind of unit you're running here.
And the witness will address this court as Judge or Your Honor. I'm quite certain I've earned it.
Oh.
Colonel.
The tables are turning.
What do you want to discuss now? My favorite color?
Colonel, the 6 a.m. flight was the first one off the base?
Yes.
There wasn't a flight that left 7 hours earlier and landed at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 a.m. Guantanamo log lists no flight that left 11 p.m., and the Andrews log lists no flight that landed at 2 a.m. Defense will be calling Airman Cecil O'Malley and Airman Anthony Rodriguez. They were working the ground crew at Andrews at 2 a.m. on the 7th.
Your Honor, these men weren't on the list.
Your Honor, called specifically to refute testimony offered under direct examination.
Colonel, a moment ago...
Check the tower logs. This is ridiculous.
We'll get to the airman in just a minute, sir.
He's sweating a little.
That Santiago wasn't to be touched.
That's right.
And Lieutenant Kendrick was clear on what you wanted?
Crystal.
Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick ignored the order? Any chance he forgot about it?
No.
Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick left your office and said, the old man is wrong? When Lieutenant Kendrick spoke to the platoon and ordered them not to touch Santiago, any chance they ignored him?
You ever served in an infantry unit, son? Ever served in a forward area? Ever put your life in another man's hands? Asked him to put his life in yours?
No, sir.
He's doing it.
We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, and your orders are always followed, then why would Santiago be in danger? Why would it be necessary to transfer him off the base?
Santiago was a substandard Marine. He was being transferred.
That's not what you said. You said he was being transferred because he was in grave danger.
I know what I said. I don't have to have it read back to me like I'm...
Why the 2 orders? Your men never take matters in their own hands. Your men follow orders or people die. So Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all, should he have, Colonel?
You snotty little bastard.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for a recess.
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge.
The court will wait for an answer.
Lieutenant Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do. Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job. Did you order the code red?
You're damn right I did! Please, the court, I suggest the members be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A session. The witness has rights.
Captain Ross.
Wow.
The members of the court will retire to an anteroom until further instructed.
All rise. Colonel, what's going on? I did my job. I do it again. I'm gonna get on a plane and go on back to my base.
Are you?
MPs, guard the colonel.
Yes, sir.
I'm being charged with a crime?
Right to consult with a lawyer prior to any further questions.
This is funny.
This lawyer may be a civilian
That's what
lawyer
this
appointed
is.
by you at your
This
own
is-
expense.
I'm gonna rip the eyes out of your head and puke into
your dead skull. That's really scary.
You have no idea how to defend a nation. All you did was weaken a country today, Kathy. That's all you did. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch. The witness is excused.
Holy. You can't handle the truth. That was insane. My palms are so sweaty.
Lance Corporal Dawson, Private First Class Downey. On the charge of murder, the members find the accused not guilty. On the charge of conspiracy to commit murder, the members find the accused not guilty.
Wow.
On the charge of conduct unbecoming a United States Marine, the members find the accused guilty as charged. The accused are hereby sentenced to time already served, and you are ordered to be dishonorably discharged from the Marine Corps.
Oh man, the whole reason why they fought for this. Oh man.
Colonel Jessup said he ordered the code red.
I know.
Colonel Jessup said he ordered the code red. What did we do wrong?
It's not that simple.
What did we do wrong? We did nothing wrong.
Yeah, we did. You were supposed to fight for people who couldn't fight for themselves.
Oh.
You were supposed to fight for Willie.
Lieutenant Kathy, I have to take these men over to personnel for some paperwork.
It makes a lot of sense. Because even though it was ordered, they should have been looking out for each other.
Sir. You don't need to wear a patch in your arm to have honor.
No.
10 hot!
Oh.
There's an officer on deck.
This movie was so good. I think I really like courtroom dramas now.
Chairman Cecil O'Malley and Anthony Rodriguez, what exactly were these guys going to testify to?
Unless I'm mistaken, they're both going to testify under oath that they had absolutely no recollection. You handsome to it, didn't you think?
I'll see you around campus. I gotta go arrest Kendrick.
Tell him I say hi.
Will do.
Jeez. That was incredible. Incredible. I definitely thought that I was gonna be watching more of like, I mean, it was a military movie, but I didn't expect that whole courtroom drama side of it. And I'm really glad because I've been on this Tom Cruise kick, which I've been really enjoying a lot. I think Edge of Tomorrow, The Last Samurai, and then going into this has been such a really cool way to see how Tom Cruise is able to adapt to so many different roles. I enjoyed every movie for very, very different reasons altogether, but the core is that Tom Cruise is an amazing actor. Honestly, I think that Jack Nicholson really stole the show in a lot of these parts. And even though he was like our main bad guy, not like the twirling mustache kind of bad guy, but he was the bad guy. He was doing things to cover up this code red situation. But he was honestly really persuasive in what he was saying, how he believes in that Marine code, unit, core, God, country. That is what he is, 100%. All of the Marines in this movie had a little piece of Jessup that you could see shining through because he runs the Marines the way that he believes they should be ran. And it shows, all the way down to following orders. And that is where Kaffee got him. There were even times where I was questioning who is actually the one to blame here, because they were following a very strict order. And it's not like orders for you and me, like when I tell my daughter to eat her vegetables and she doesn't. With Marines, it's so different, and you have to follow an order, because if you don't, you could be getting yourself or somebody else killed. But I love the morality in this, where do you follow an order blindly, even if you are a Marine, even if you're following orders from way up high? Or do you have a responsibility to think for yourself and look out for your fellow Marine? Because at the top of that Marine code, it is unit. It is unit, and you need to look out for each other. And that's why the end wasn't really a true win. I mean, they didn't get charged with the murder, but they did get dishonorably discharged, which was the whole reason why they wanted to fight this fight to begin with. But wow, this movie, it was amazing. I felt like my mind was doing pretzels sometimes, just trying to think about those common themes and who was actually in the right, who was in the wrong. I was confused about the poison at first, but thinking back to health and how he had that problem, it started to make a lot of sense. But for all of it to then fall on Jessup was incredible. The way that it was executed was crazy to see. And everything that happened around Jessup, all the cover-ups, how much his fellow officers were even willing to take their own life just to not have to go up there and testify against him, was horrifying. It was really eye-opening and horrifying. That is why Santiago ended up dying. The blood is on his hands because he has this mentality where he values the system over individual Marines, because that's the way that he's taught, and that is the reason why he has gone up the ranks the way that he has. He's obviously very good at his job, but at the same time, what he did was take a life. And I love the way that the trial ended with circling back to the code and what it actually means to the Marines, because this entire trial really asks if the Marines live up to the code of honor or if it's corrupted because of what they did to Santiago. So yeah, I'm really, really, really glad that I watched this movie. It, like I said before, it really makes me want to watch more crime dramas or courtroom dramas, I guess this would be considered, because I enjoyed it a lot. And I've never really gotten too deep into all that stuff. Like I said, I've watched Judge Judy, but I wouldn't really consider that any sort of crime drama or really getting into the nitty gritty of things. Like, for example, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case. I just kind of look away from all of that because I don't want to get involved, and I've never really put too much thought into all of that. OJ, Simpson trial, all of that stuff. I never really thought about it too much or put any time into it, honestly, and that might sound crazy, but it's just never been something that I've really been into, mostly because I think true crime really freaks me out, thinking about how people could be capable of treating others that way. So I've just brushed it off and kind of lived in my own bubble away from that world, but I did really, really enjoy this a lot. And seeing the inside of a courtroom and what it looks like and how important these lawyers' roles are for the people that they're defending. How corruption it seeps its way into every seam of a courtroom and what that looks like. Plea bargains versus actually fighting for your client. And I really, really enjoyed seeing Lieutenant Coffey's character arc in this one, from going from being a cocky lawyer that thinks he knows everything or is trying to just do what he thinks he should do because of his father, what his father would be proud of, but just kind of going through the motions, not really caring about it the way that his father did, to then going from, you know, someone that can stand up against Colonel Jessup and win. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed my first time reaction to this movie. I'll definitely be checking out more Tom Cruise in the future, but I'll probably give it a break a little bit while we go through our spookier months, where I'm going to be watching more thrillers and horror and stuff like that alongside some other one-offs that I've had my eye on for a while. I will see you all there. Bye.